Hello guys, welcome back again. In last video we learned about creating a new project in React. In this video we are going to learn about virtual DOM and real DOM. So what is real DOM? Real DOM is the actual structure of the page in the browser, and browser can directly manipulate the real DOM. But in case of virtual DOM is a lightweight copy of real DOM, and it is used by React library, but it minimizes the direct manipulation of real DOM. So how it does? There are many concepts are there, like diffing and reconciliation process are there, which is used by virtual DOM. So I will give one example which will clear your understanding about virtual DOM. Like we have used Git and GitHub, right? So in Git and GitHub, what is happening when we are making any changes in existing file, then Git creates a new file where we can go and check that what changes have been made. We can track that changes, right? So like that we can in virtual DOM, what virtual DOM do, when we create a project, then at that time it creates a virtual DOM tree. After that we make any changes in any component, then that new virtual DOM is getting created. After that the new virtual DOM and the old virtual DOM gets matched together, and it checks what changes have been made, and this is done using diffing algorithm. Diffing algorithm does all these things. It compares both virtual DOM, and after that comparing old and new virtual DOM, it checks what changes have been made, and only those changes are getting updated inside real DOM. So I will show you one example, as you can see here. So this is the image you can see. This is the older virtual DOM tree, this is the virtual DOM tree you can see, and this is the new virtual DOM. Here in this node there are changes, and inside this child node also it is being changed, it is being affected. So these two nodes are getting changed. After that it compares it what changes have been made, and then it go and manipulate the real DOM. So you can now able to understand what is the difference between real DOM and virtual DOM. Is that in real DOM we are directly manipulating. There are no third party coming between them, right? But inside it there is, you can say, new virtual DOM is a third party which is coming in between, and it checks and it will only allow those changes only which is getting updated, and using diffing algorithm, right? Diffing algorithm will tell that only these two changes can be only these two nodes can be updated inside real DOM. So this will update inside it. So now the virtual DOM, these two nodes will only get updated inside the real DOM. So this is the concept of real DOM and virtual DOM. Now we will see the examples. We will open our project, the project which we created, and we will see the actual virtual DOM, how it looks like. So we will create one variable. It will be called virtual DOM, and here we can have one h1 element, and here we will put hello world. We will print this. We will print this hello world, like this virtual DOM. Now it will be printed. So we will go and check. You can see here we are getting it. I will just clear it and I will refresh it again. So now you can see here we are getting this virtual DOM. So this is the virtual DOM. This is virtual DOM. We are not getting more properties here. You can, I will show you the real DOM also, then you will get more clear picture. But currently this is the virtual DOM which we are like, this is the props, children is hello world, then we have prototype object inside this. You can see there are less number of properties are there, but when you will see real DOM, there are lots of properties are there inside it. So you can see here there are only few properties are listed here. So now we will go and check the real DOM. I will clear it up and I will do one thing is that, yeah, breakpoint. Now we will go and create one variable called real DOM, and here we will what we can do is we will create one element, and this element will be h1. Okay, and now we will print the real DOM. So let me tell you is, if I am putting it dir, because when I am doing it in my system console.log, then real DOM, then the object was not coming, right? The real DOM object was not coming. That is why I am putting it here dir, so the object will come. So now we will go and check. I will save it, and now I will go and check whether it is coming. Yeah, it is coming. You can see here this is the real DOM. This h1 is the real DOM. This one is the real DOM. Now you can see only one element h1 is having this much properties. So that is the reason virtual DOM is being used by React libraries, because you can see if you are going to like check these kinds of properties, these all properties, how much time it will take, right? But when you saw inside, I will do one thing is I will create that virtual DOM also. I will create the virtual DOM also, then you will understand more clearly. So you can see here is, this is the virtual DOM we have less number of properties, but when we will go to real DOM, we have lots of properties here. We have lots of properties. We go to prototype HTML, then these are there are lots of properties will be there. So that is the reason we are using virtual DOM. Virtual DOM is the reason we are using it. Okay, then so we will start with checking how real DOM is re-rendering the whole DOM, right? So here we will create firstly one index.html file, then we will create one script.js file. Okay, so we will write the boilerplate code and script. Okay, so like this is we have, then we will create one div element with id app, right? So this will be our parent div element. Now here inside script .js file, we will create one function and name it as render, right? And inside it, like firstly we will create one, like we will get the parent div element. So this will, how we can get it, like document dot get element by id, and the id is app. We will get the parent div element here. Now we will put the inner HTML and it will be blank. Then what we have to do is we will be creating one head element, right? So head element and document dot create element and then after what we can do, we can write here h1. So why I am writing this code, that you can know how DOM works, right, and how it is re-rendering. So this one is the head element we have. Now inside head element we will put text content and we will put real DOM render check. Okay, then inside head element we have this one, and for like we want like not this one, we want, now head element is there, now we want one paragraph element, and this will be p here and the paragraph element dot text content. So here we can put not like this. Inside paragraph what we can have, inside paragraph we can this is the template literals, and inside it we can have count. Then inside this we will have the count. So we have to take one variable and we will take it like let count equal to 0 and we will increment it. So this we have taken. Now we will create one button element and this will be create element and this will be button, right? And inside button element we can put text content and the text content will be inc. Okay, increase. Now we have this one. One more button we can create is we will put button inc element and this one we will put button decrease element, right? And we will change it here, then we will put it here as well, button decrease element, and this will be dec, right? So this we have created button increase element, button decrease element, paragraph element, head element. Okay, and now what we can do is inside button increase element we can add one event listener, and this will be click on click, and one arrow function we will put it here, and this will increase the count, right? Again for decrease one also we will put it like this, and this will minus minus, right? Now what we can do is we will append the parent div element dot, we will put append child, and inside append child what things we can append is head element, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 elements we have, and head element, then paragraph element we have, then we will have button increase element, then button decrease element, right? So now we will have all those things inside a div, that root div, and now we will render it. One mistake I am doing is, when it is incrementing or decrementing, we will call the render function again so that it will re-render, right? Okay, so now we have this function here. Now we can go and check whether we are getting something or not. Okay, so we can see we got this one. If we increase, then it is increasing, it is decreasing. Okay, so we will just go and inspect it here, and I will show you what I was trying to say, how real DOM is getting re-render. When I will increase, you can see whole div is getting, whole div and body like div elements are getting re-rendered. Like you can see the red blinking part, right? This blinking part. So this was I was trying to say. I will do one thing, is that I will create one more div here. Here I will create one more div, like the child div I will create. Then you will see how it will like render all those things. Firstly I will create one child div element, and document dot, we will create a create element, and inside it we will put div, and then after we have created div, and after this we will put dot inner html equal to, this will be blank. Now what we can do is, we will create one more div element, child div second element, right? And we will just copy it from here. Okay, no, now we have two div elements, and we will append it inside this parent div element, append child. So first one will be child div element, and dot append child, and the second one will be child div 2 element, right? Okay, so now we have these two inside our parent div element. If we want, then we can add one thing, is we will add one headings to them. So heading child div element is equal to document dot create element. Okay, create element, and here we will put h1 inside heading child dot, like text content we can put is, child heading 1, and same as like this we will do it for this one as well. Inside its child div second element h1 and child heading will be 2. Okay, and now what we can do, child div element, now we will append, we have to append it inside child div element dot append child, sorry, child div element append child, and inside it append child we will put heading child element, right? So it will put this heading inside that child div element, and same we will do it for this second one, heading child second 2 element, and this will be child event, this will be second, right? Child 2 element append child, okay, and child 2 this one, okay. So now we will see that we will have two things inside it. One is div, we got this child div here, as you can see, but something we have to correct. We are appending it here, child element, parent div element is there. Okay, so we got this heading and this heading, and inside it we got child heading. Okay, so we are getting child heading too. So now it is enough to check this example. So what we will do, I will open this all div tags, this first one and second one. Okay, this is the first one, first div, root div. Inside it we have one paragraph, and inside it we have one div, right, child div, and inside this child div we have child heading 2, right? Okay, so if we are going to increment the count, now you will see here what will happen is, see, automatically all the divs are and paragraphs are getting closed, and it is getting re-rendered, right? It is blinking. So this was I am trying to see. If you open it again, this two div element, child div element, again you can see it is closing it automatically. So this shows that it is re-rendering the whole DOM, uh, like whole DOM when we are changing the state, right? So in next example we will see how virtual DOM is working. Okay guys, so now we will check the example of virtual DOM. So what we will do is I will delete this from this header to this one, and also I will go and remove the CSS part, currently we don't need that. Okay, and now you can see we are getting this blank page. Okay, so here we will create the counter, like increase and decrement counter. So for that what we can do, firstly we will create one heading tag, and we will put here virtual DOM render check. Okay, and after this we will create one paragraph tag, and inside this what we can do, we will do like this count, and here we will have this count state variable. So for that we have to create it here, count, then set count, use state. Okay, and we will initialize the value with 0. Okay, so here we will get the count. Now we have to create two buttons, one for increase and one for decrease. Like we will be creating two buttons, this is for increase and this will be for decrease, right? This is increase button and this is decrease button. So firstly we will have on click. Inside on click we will be having firstly on click, what we can do, we will get one arrow function, and inside this arrow function we will have set count. Okay, and then we have this prev. So what I am currently doing, I am setting the value of count to set count, right? And this prev will keep track of the previous value, and it will add the 1 to that previous value. Like currently we have 0, then 0 plus 1 is 1, then it will store the 1, then 1 plus 1 is 2, like that. Okay, so after that we will do on click. Then the arrow function, then set count, and this will be for decrement, same like add. It will keep record of the previous, and it will decrease by 1. Okay, so we have done this, and I think somewhere we are having problem. Use state is not defined, they are saying. Okay, so we have to import use state. Import use state from React. Okay, so now the error is gone, but still we are getting it here. Okay, so I think I am doing some mistake here. Okay, so now the error is gone, and we can see here when we are increasing, the count is getting increased. When we are decreasing, the count is getting decreased. Okay, so now what we have to check is whether it is rendering or how it is rendering, right? So for that I will create few more divs, so that we it will be good for us to see like whether the blinking is happening or not, whether the div tags are getting closed automatically or not, those kind of things. That is the reason I am creating a few more divs here, and inside this I will add child element. Okay, child div element inside our h1 tag, and then I will create one more div. Inside that I will have one h1 tag saying child div2 element, right? Okay, so now we have this. So now we can go and check it inside, like we will inspect some errors we are getting. But currently we will go to element and check whether everything is working correctly, and we will open this div element. We will increase the count. You can see here the difference. Like in last example we saw that when we were increasing the count, the whole div was like getting closed, and they were blinking, right? But here you can see only this like p tag, and inside p tag we have count, it is only getting increased. So by this example you can clearly understand that virtual DOM is not uh, virtual DOM is not re-rendering the whole real DOM, right? Like it is not changing. The real DOM is only updating those part only which is being changed, right? When we will decrease, you can see only this p tag like this area is only getting rendered.